Thank you very much, Cahill. I suppose, ministers, I have to say to you that I hear you talking about planting native trees, but you have the forestry industry finished. For a long time, I thought it was department officials were lagging. For more people thought that was objectors were causing the delay in felling licences. But now I honestly feel it is the government and these ministers that are have the whole thing finished completely. I honestly believe, Minister, and I always say what's in my head, I believe that he don't want to cut spruce, or he don't want to replant spruce, or he don't want to plant spruce anywhere. It's totally against their will, and it's against the grain with it. And you see, I have been told, I'm not against native trees, but we need commercial timber as well. And we see that that there's a backlog. The backlog is so much, we've gone so far behind now with felling licences that timber has increased to an unacceptable level, and it is preventing people from building houses. A stick of timber that was for many years was 20 euros, a 6x3, that's now 38 euros. And it's the same with every other type of commercial timber. It's practically doubled in price, in prices and in price, and it's having a detrimental effect. But I honestly believe that he don't understand the value of spruce. We are told that spruce sequesters an acre of spruce sequesters 13 tons of carbon, where native trees, and they take much longer to grow. And like I said, I'm not against them, but we have to be real about this. Only sequester 4 tons per acre. So you haven't made one iota of a difference or help to the felling license situation, and I have lost faith, and we have spoken so much about it, and we're still where we were, as I see it, and people have walked away from planting trees because they see what's happening to the people that want to cut down trees, and in some cases wanted the money for real things like sending children to college, or from or to help do up a house for a man that got immobilized, and he wanted to make his house put it in order so that he could manage a wheelchair, and he couldn't get any money because he couldn't, or he doesn't have any money because he can't get a felling license, and neither can he get permission to build a road. And I have always said that when you plant a crop, whether it is barley or oats or spuds or whatever it is, there must be an ideology there that you're going to cut it down when it is ripe. And that surely has to be the same way with forest and the cutting down of forests. And they would replant them again, but they can't replant them when they can't get a felling license to cut them. So then, in relation to wild animals, and I concur with Deputy Kenny from Galway, it was sad to hear some of the comments that was made about us wanting to do something about pain relief for little babies, who are human beings and creatures of God, but not alone did they not want to hear about the little babies. they don't want to hear about God either, because many of them think that they are God themselves and they don't have to worry about nothing. But their day will come too, like everybody else. In relation to the wild animals, I say to you, ministers, we are completely overrun with deer in Kerry. Our roads are not safe. A youngster the other morning, after going to the trouble of getting his driving test and buying a car and getting expensive insurance, at 7:15 in the morning, a deer ran out in front of me, made flitters of his car that he was after giving a lot of money for, and he's finished now. At this stage, he can't go to work. His car is out of action before he really got going at all. And something has to be done about the deer, ministers, because they have our side of the country totally overrun. The roads are unsafe. They have farmers eating out of house and home. The only thing now is, we're talking that there'll be no fertilizer next year. It has been no good at all anyway to put it out for many farmers, because the deer had the benefit of it. Then about foxes, there needs to be some control taken of the foxes as well, because it is absolutely horrible, and maybe many we don't realise what happens when a lamb is taken or when a couple is taken, and the devastation that is for sheep farmers that work hard and have to traverse mountains and glens and valleys to see after these sheep, and to think that maybe 30 or 40 sheep out of a flock finish up every year without any lamb because of foxes. That's the gospel truth, minister. I don't know if you understand that, but we're completely overrun, and there needs to be some policy or something, some government action taken to deal with the deer and the foxes, and more so the deer, because people are being hurt, people are being killed. A mother of 3 children killed coming into Killarney within a half a mile of the centre of the town. That's the gospel truth. We need to do something about real issues, and this is your time, your ministers for this time. I don't know for how long, but if you want to prove your worth, you must do something about these issues.